What is up, Bertini fam? So in today's video, I'm going to be going to pick up a new vehicle for a new build series that we're going to be doing on my channel. Do me a big favor, if you have not yet, click that subscribe button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. This way you can join the Bertini family and you can stay up to date on all of the future content that I put out. With that being said, go ahead and roll the intro. Now this vehicle, we're actually having to drive about 4 hours to Valdosta, Georgia. So from Central Florida to Valdosta to pick this thing up. I'm super excited to show you all what vehicle I ended up with, but this was definitely one that was by popular demand. I had put up a post and several people had commented on this particular vehicle, requesting that I do a build series on it. So this one I'm super stoked about. So basically what the plan is we're driving up to Georgia right now. Elsie is going to follow me back in her vehicle, and I'm gonna pick up the vehicle from there and then obviously drive it back. We thought about paying a transport, but the transport cost versus us being able to take a road trip, we love road tripping. And so us being able to just do the road trip really quick, we thought it would be fun to road trip anyway. So we're like, let's go ahead and just take, you know, the road trip up there and back, and I'll be able to drive the vehicle back. So I'll be able to get, you know, some initial impressions of the vehicle and of course record it all for you guys. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this one. Anyways, well, I hope you all enjoy the ride and we should be there soon. So Elsie's car is actually really good on gas. We got almost completely out of Florida with less than a half a tank of gas left. So anyways, we stopped here really quickly to just fuel up, and then we'll get back on the road and headed out of Florida. We're pretty much almost out of Florida at this point. So we're about this much closer now to getting the new vehicle. I wonder what you guys right now are thinking when you're watching the video. Like, what vehicle do you think I got? Maybe let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to go ahead and just let me know in the comment section what vehicle you think that I got. And don't cheat. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back on the road. So I found the car, but now I gotta find the dealership people. All right, so we just got it right now. It was just picked up officially. I got the keys in my pocket, so we're gonna go ahead and head off. So Elsie's now in the chase vehicle, if you will. She's in her vehicle, following me back to Florida. We're gonna go ahead and stop in Micanopy, Florida, or Micanopy. Actually, I believe it's what it's properly called, Micanopy, Florida. We're gonna stop there. There's a breakfast spot that we wanted to eat at a few times, but every time we're in Micanopy, they're not open, and so we're gonna go ahead and stop there for breakfast really quickly. But my initial impressions of this Mini is this is so small. Like, I can't even imagine that the previous model to this one, the R56 is what I think it's known for, is actually smaller than this. and the R53 is smaller than that, and the Classic Mini is smaller than those. Like, this is a very small vehicle. Now, I'm doing right now 80 miles per hour, and this thing feels super stable, super planted. I mean, it is just a very, very, like, well-planted car. Now, I will tell you, it is a very big difference for me right now going from Elsie's, you know, super luxurious van to, because her van has all the bells and whistles. You know, she has the TV, the reclining seats, the leather. Going from her van to the Mini Cooper is a very different feeling. I will say though, this to me is smoother than the GTR, and this is definitely smoother than my 1200 horsepower F-150 race truck. With that being said, I legitimately feel like I'm in a go-kart, which is an odd feeling for me. But nonetheless, it's still a very cool feeling. I see now why people say that the Mini is a fun vehicle, why they say it's such a fun car. You could feel it. You could feel it's very responsive. I'm in normal mode, I think. I'm not even in the sport mode, and there's like 3 modes to this. It feels very fun already. So far, I'm really happy with it. It drives very, very, very nicely. Now, for those who don't know, this is a 2020 Mini Cooper John Cooper Works Edition. This thing costed me an arm and a leg to get, but I was still able to get a deal. Not what I would have wanted and what I would have probably paid for in a I don't want to say COVID environment, but in the way that the economy is now, it's just crazy, the inflation on stuff. So I could have probably, if this would have been, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, back in 2019, 2018, I could have probably paid about $7-8 grand less, at least less than what I'm currently paying now for this vehicle, but it is what it is. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and head over to breakfast and then get this Mini Cooper back to our place. Well, I'll tell you what, that was super eventful. That ride from where we were at in Georgia to where we're at right now in Micanopy, Florida, was probably about a 2-hour ride, more or less, to the, where are we at? We are at the Old Florida Cafe, so about a 2-hour ride, more or less. And this thing rides so nicely and is so sweet that I'm almost like sad to some extent that I'm gonna be changing or modifying anything on this thing. This thing is absolutely perfect the way that they come from the factory. At least that's my opinion so far in the 2 hours that I've owned it. So anyways, let's go ahead and get something to eat. We're hungry, and get back on the road. Alright, so just finished breakfast at the Old Florida Cafe, and I gotta show you all something about this town. This place is beautiful. Here, let me show you here. It is just so nice. And off to do one of my favorite things before we head home. We gotta visit the cemetery. It's one of my favorite pastimes, is to go and visit different cemeteries all around the world. Definitely been to dozens, actually probably hundreds by now, but in the United States, but all over the world. I don't know what it is about a cemetery that I kind of get like peace at it, which is odd, but very beautiful to say the least. Damn, and this one is really, really cool. This has like a really like in garden vibe to it. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this. This is so nice. Damn, that is magical looking. This has to be one of my favorite cemeteries that I've ever been to. This is beautiful in here. Look at this. Look at how nice that is. Wow. So pretty. So pretty. So just got back to the house. The drive, the ride, it was amazing. This car is a whole lot of fun. It looks super good. Really happy with the way that it is, even in its factory form. Granted, yes, I know it is a JCW, so its factory form is already a modified form, but still, I mean, this car looks so clean, so good. I'm really excited to get started on this. With that being said, do me a big favor. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. I have a lot of really good content, a lot of really cool things that I'm gonna be doing to this JCW F56 Mini Cooper. And I promise you, even if you're not into these vehicles, you're gonna wanna stay tuned in to see all that I'm doing to it. Also, don't forget, I have the quad that you see behind me, the built quad. I have my 1200 horsepower 9-second F-150, as well as my 200 horsepower turbo Street Glide, which right now is currently with another YouTuber. Many of you out there already know who that is, and that's Blockhead. So Blockhead has my bike right now. He's filming some content with my bike, and so he's probably gonna have it for about another week or so. So I hope I've convinced you all enough to join the Bertini fam. Do me a big favor. Make sure you're putting good energy out there into the world and you're paying it forward. I'll check y'all out later. Bye now.